West Munian swamp water. Or do you drink from the bottle?
Well, your guess is as good as mine. Resurrecting the handsome lizard businessman is somewhat possible. As you can see in the Season 1 finale, he can regenerate his arm no problem. But if you're wondering how he's gonna regenerate with that finger alone, here's a possible answer. A certain spell. So here's a strange question. Why can't Toffee regenerate that one finger that's been cut off? Well, the answer lies in the Season 2 episode where Star goes inside of her wand. Inside the grandma room, it reveals in the tapestry of Star's mother, Moon, used her darkest spell against Toffee. A spell that's so powerful, beings with regenerative powers are incapable of to grow that part back. So it's pretty much like kryptonite against your average Wolverines and Deadpools. There's probably some sort of light spell or holy spell that counteracts that dark spell somewhere. It's magic, I ain't gonna explain everything. But who is gonna resurrect Toffee? But to be honest, and please don't kill me, Star.
Surprise!
Okay, before I talk about Star reviving Toffee, there's another interesting theory by someone from 4chan that makes 100 times more sense than what I'm about to say. Ludo's wand is what remains of Toffee, according to that skeleton arm with the missing finger. Toffee instructs Ludo to steal the spellbook, which he did, read Eclipse's chapter, and unknowingly revive Toffee from there. Then it states that there will be revolt in the Muni Kingdom and revive Eclipse. I don't know what I'm saying, but back to the nonsensical theory about Star reviving the Lizard Man. Yeah, this sounds very crazy, but Star herself is bringing the sadistic Lizard Man back to life. If you're asking why, it's because there's some answers that needs to fill some questions. Like, why is he hired by Ludo in the first place? Why did he make her destroy her first wand to save Marco? The feud with her mom, etc. There's many outcomes, but the one that's most unlikely to be canon is the deal between Star and Toffee to sink the SS Mark Wahlberg! Seriously, Jarko sounds very stupid in my opinion. So those are my crazy theories for Toffee, as of right now.
Eclipse, queen of Muni, to a Mumin king was wed, but took a monster for her love, and away from Muni fled. Ooh, bad girl.
Well, I have no idea why she's sprung up to this. Maybe it's because she's the darkest queen of the butterfly family tree, and the only one who digs monsters. Strange. Well, nothing much more about this dark character other than her origins and her wicked sorcery, so this one is up for debate. So my theory goes like this. Eclipse manages to ditch her job for being queen for love with a monster instead. Well, at the time she's being queen, she's developed some sinister dark spells like the all-seeing eye that Star performed to check on the SS Mark Wahlberg, and the supposed darkest spell, and that's in theory. So what dark spells lie within the book? Well, it can be many things, like creating black holes, possession, spawn a black pack of Twizzlers, or transferring souls. Ooh. So that seems fine and dandy, but let's get even crazier. What if Eclipse transferred her soul, her own soul, to Toffee? Yeah, now we're going there. Okay, this seems too far from the truth. But a different theory states that Toffee is possibly Eclipse's son. But don't think about this too far. Let me pause it right there. Another theory is that Eclipse, along with another butterfly member, was slain by Toffee according to the tapestry of Moon, where Toffee has skull shoulder pads with markings of a spade and diamond on their cheeks. According to the symbols from the grandma room from Into the Wand, the strange looking symbol represents Selena, the thunderbolt is Solaria, the spade is Eclipse, the diamond is Moon, the heart is Star, and the clubs is Miss Heinous. More symbols like the rabbit are unknown, but this leads to even more questions. One more extra theory related to the episode. The part where Star and more stars are after Toffee's severed finger. There's some split-second images flashing on the screen that shows Toffee, the broken wand, Eclipsa, and the broken wand in negative. This has to be some sort of connection. But we know that the wand core is broken in half, and both Star and Ludo has that. But the connection between Toffee and Eclipsa will make sense according to the theory just interrupted. Now let's resume. But how did Toffee know about the whispering spell that Moon taught Star? If any of you forgot what that spell does, let's just say it's more like a self-destruction sequence to your wand. Continuing the soul transferring theory, Eclipse's soul is part of Toffee now, and she knows a lot of things, and knowing much of the whispering spell, she is probably the creator of that spell. So going back to the season 1 finale, Toffee was destroyed from the whispering spell so Star could save Marco. But come to think of it, if that theory is true, Star just inadvertently killed her 9th grade grandmother. Maybe this theory kinda sucks. But losing one really sucks. Alright, it's actually time to cut some corners because I need to get this video out the gate before Christmas. So there was 3 choices. 2 of them were actually Star's parents and one of them is surprising. And all 3 of them had a similar scenario, which is protect Star. So the abridged version of the first 2 parents is that River got pwned by Ludo that quickly, and Moon, however, put up a fight, but lost her life due to some cheap shot. And yeah, those are pretty much my theories right here, because I didn't get, muster up so much information about them. So you'll probably know what's behind door number 3, okay? But if you don't, well, it's gonna be surprising for you. And I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. This guy. Okay, before anyone starts a riot in the comments, let me explain. Yes, it sounds very crazy, but in the back of my head since after watching Bon Bon the Birthday Clown, Marco technically dies in the season 2 finale. So how did he die? My guess is that he sacrificed himself to save Star when Ludo made the final blow. And despite this show rated Y7, is deemed a little controversial. By controversial, I mean killing kids is pretty controversial. So yeah. But I hate to be wrong, but Marco was the main character and a good friend of Star, but it made some sense with some small evidence to back this up. You see, in Marco's nightmare in the season 2's Red Belt episode, we saw some things going on. One was his red belt flying away, most of his friends leaving him behind, a crazed Star, and himself in a locker, complete with suit. Or representing his funeral. This is apparently foreshadowing, but some actually came true, like Star's envy showing Marco in his suit, and in theory, a breakup on the SS Marquis. Yes, I've changed the ship name again. Sue me. So why did I say earlier about him sacrificing himself to save Star? Well, as I said about Star's wand powered by her expressions and emotions, in theory, Ludo somehow knows how to take advantage against Star by playing around with her emotions. So it's best to say that this leads to the final blow where Marco takes the hit instead of Star, in order to save her life and defend the kingdom. You fill in the blanks on what happens there. So about these air quotes of him dying. Well, my friends, his death is short-lived. Seriously, the show wouldn't be much good without Marco around. And this leads to my point about giving him the Phoenix Down treatment. But that guy. So, back in the season 2 episode Frenemies, Tom had some experience on necromancy, and he could revive Mackie Hand from the dead. So it's best to say that Tom could do this again on Marco, and you can fill in the blanks on what happens next. The alternate version is Star traveling back in time right before Marco was killed, and then let the SS Starco ship sail. I mean, look, that spellbook has thousands of pages, so reviving one is possible. But like I told you earlier about reviving Toffee, you get the idea. I mean, there's some spells that involves delaying gravity and how to restore it by time travel, freezing time, and raising the undead. So that's it. Those are my possible theories and predictions on what happens on the other half of Star vs. Season 2, which I happened to wrote throughout the weekend. Except the extra theories, which I happened to wrote while editing the entire video. It's fun doing this, except I have to delay the entire PC rant video just to do this one. But, if there's any theories and evidence I missed, leave a comment down below. And you want to see the written uncut version, there's a possible link down below there. So, my name's Mace the Omnilusion, and I'll see you next time. Bye. And no, this video is not endorsed by Pepsi.